you are here because we're doing it. What time of the month it is? It is a time for collaboration. So I'm very excited to be doing this collaboration with all my dear wonderful friends and fellow readers. So I'm actually going to read out their names. So we have Fairy Tales and Cocktails, Tanya Pizzolatto, Shimmering Tarot, Malima, Seed Cosmic Empress 333, Gifted Soul 777, Carmen Alexa, your intuitive bestie, Love and Tarot, Be Love and Tarot, myself, and Celeste Simone Tarot. So the theme, which everybody's doing, is a Thanksgiving theme, like what blessing does Thanksgiving or what should you be thankful for. I'm doing this because I don't know, I was compelled to. So I wanted to find out, why are people grateful for you, right? So and maybe what blessings are coming your way because of it. So that's kind of the twist I wanted to add to it. Because I was like, sometimes we need a little appreciation, and so I wanted to appreciate you. However, since this is a collaboration, always just take what resonates from me and go and check out all the others readers, and then take what resonates from them, and then boom, you have yourself like a beautiful in-depth reading. And so it's quite exciting. So like I'm just gonna like dive right in. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath in, close our eyes, clear our mind, and now as we exhale and open our eyes, I want you to choose whichever pile draws you to it. All right, let's do this. Hello, my friends from Group 1. I'm so excited that you are here. Yes, especially because you know what time it is? It is time for collaboration. So this is a collaboration with all my fellow readers who I love watching. So please go check them out. Especially take what resonates from my reading and take what resonates from theirs and make yourself a little big old in-depth reading. So I'm going to read involved in this, and it's Fairy Tales and Cocktails, Tanya Pizzolatto, Shimmering Tarot, Malima, Divine Starseed, Cosmic Empress 333, Gifted Soul 777, Carmen Alexa, your intuitive bestie, Be Love and Tarot, mysticstarmagic, which is me, and Celeste Simone Tarot. So the whole theme is blessings this Thanksgiving, or what you could be thankful for, but I'm doing my own little twist, and I'm saying what people are like feel grateful to you about you, like why are people grateful about you, and maybe what blessings that will bring. So you chose this beautiful card. This is actually the Petite. Yeah, see, the Frosty Petite Tarot by Moth Goddess. So we do have the Three of Pentacles, and so we're doing the tarot right off, and then we'll do the other oracles after this. I just wanted to. It sort of seemed like that's the way we're gonna go. Okay, so you have, like, I could already tell, and then we have the Ten of Cups. Look at that. Look at this. Oh my goodness, the joy and happiness that you do bring others. So why are people grateful to you? You are like awesome to collaborate with. People want to collaborate with you. You also exude confidence. So I feel like people are are attracted to your confidence, and you help them gain confidence as well. The Knight of Swords is you help. I almost feel like you have the sense of like doing things. So you don't just think about it, you actually put things into action. And I think that you help others with this sword energy, with the Knight of Swords. You kind of help clear the path for others. So they kind of like you motivate them, but not only that, but you help them reach that clarity so that then they can take the next step forward. You also just have a sense, like you just make people feel at home. They just feel really happy when they're with you. I just think that they feel very much at home with you. I feel like if anything, you're just like, people feel like they can just trust you and be friends with you. very, like, I don't even know, like, I just think that there's such a way of, like, how it's almost like you're a leader in many ways. You're a teacher, like you teach by doing, but also you help those, especially like ones that are novices. You help them, you lift them up, you teach them, you guide them through everything. And so people who you've helped, which I really have to say, you've helped a lot of people, just are beyond grateful to you for that. You are one of those people who includes others, who doesn't, I don't think that you're like at all cliquey, which is a good, you're very genuine, and you're somebody that people are always, I feel like they always want to come to you, especially, like, I feel like really you do just make people feel happy. You also, I really think you boost their confidence. You're like, yes, and you give them little helpful advice, like, like you're one of those people who they know if they're having any trouble, they can run to you, and then you'll help guide them through it. Even, like, even by a little bit of by saying, okay, like, by clearing any kind of this, so I think a lot of people are very grateful to you. Let's continue on. So you have, wow. You have the mystery, black formality. And so what I'm seeing here is, very much powerful. And this, like, mystery and power, I have to say, like, you maybe are doing, like, reader, you divine things. You're so mysterious, which I think is kind of funny. We also have insights. Yes, people can come to you about insights. You give them a lot of insights, and they feel that. That's why they come to you. And I do like this. It almost feels like they might just come to you, especially with the readings. Maybe you're psychic, maybe you have tarot, what that you do, however you get it. But people, like, come to you because you can provide them with insights that they otherwise wouldn't be able to see. And that's really, to me, that's a lot of the Knight of Swords. You cut through a lot of things. I really like this. Okay, let's continue on. Oh, wow. And you help people, yeah. And I have to say, this is actually, like, you help people reach what their desires are, their wishes. But I feel like being with you, like, having your friendship or even knowing you or something, it's sort of like a wish fulfillment in their case. I often feel like, or like, what I'm feeling right now is that I think you take a lot of people under your wing and you show them things, like, and it's really funny because I think it's at that point in time when they ask for somebody, for some guidance, for some mentor, that then, or for some clarity that they need, and you just come in and you just give them that sense of clarity. You fulfill that need for them. And so they, again, very, like, there's so much gratitude here. There's so much love and so much admiration. So I really like this. Okay. And look at this. And I have to say, this is sort of like the heartbreak for me. It's sort of like you have a sense of empathy. You empathize with them. You're probably an empath of some kind. But it also feels to me, it's sort of like you help them release all the heartache, all the pain. You actually let them, like, release emotions that they've been holding onto. It sort of like, look at this, there's like glitter and shiny glitter coming out, and that's tears, but it's sort of like those tears that needed to be shed, they're finally being released, because it's, and there's a sense of clearing. You provide people with this, a catalyst of emotions. You are a catalyst in terms of you allow them to really feel emotions. You shift things and open them up. And I feel like some of them, yes, do it energetically. You unlock people, and where they're being stuck, energetically and spoken as well with your words. Okay, and so you have sanctuary. Embrace the need for solitude. Your inner sanctuary calls you to renew yourself and thrive. And here is what you are, a sanctuary for people. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? You help people renew themselves, and then you help them thrive. And that is one of, like, those isn't that like, for me, it's just like, wow, that is a beautiful thing. And I can see why people are so attracted to you. See what blessings this is going like, aside from, I mean, you just have my friend right there and then. What blessings might be coming your way because of all the amazing things you've done for people. Oh, look at this. So you have a blessings of forgiveness. So if anything, if there, like, whatever it is that I do think so, and the blessings of water. And so what I'm seeing here, and a blessings to heal relationship. So you have this blessings coming here. So if maybe this probably took you a while to be able to be this awesome. So any mistakes you've made, I feel like there's a sense of forgiveness. So even, let's say, if people can't keep with you, like, in terms of, like, like, I also feel like that maybe it makes sense. You sort of grow and you move forward. You don't want people to actually stay with you the whole time. You want them to grow and keep moving forward. And you sort of, I feel like there's a sense of that. You're a mentor, but not for a moment. And for the moment, they needed just the right time. But you don't necessarily keep them. And so I think for that, I feel like there's a sense of blessings and forgiveness. Any kind of forgiveness that you need, whether to forgive yourself, maybe people in the past. But I feel like it's for yourself, like for your growth. You're like, oh, there's a blessing for that. There's a blessing to heal relationships. Especially past one. I feel like this is more like to do with blessings, like for your past. You're like, so the reason why you're so empathetic, why you are who you are right now, is because you've gone through things, right? And that's how it is. A blessing of water is, to me, is again a blessings of emotion, and blessings on healing your own emotions. And so what I'm seeing here is that you, by helping others, you've also helped heal yourself, and you've learned a lot in the process. So I feel like that's quite a blessing for you. Really love this reading. All right, let's see. And so you also have a blessing on staying, or like your fortune is you're staying on track. You're moving to where you want to go. It's basically what I'm saying here with this stay on track is actually you're on your right path. And so that's a blessing for you too. So please don't forget to check out all my other friends' like readings. All they're just awesome. I love to watch their readings as well. So check out, especially because this is a collaboration, go check out their readings and take what resonates from them, take what resonates from me, and just have yourself an in-depth reading. That's what I feel like. That's what happens. All right. So thank you so much for being here. I feel honored that I was able to read your cards. And let me just tell you, you are awesome, my friend. Until I see you in the next one. Bye-bye, my dear friends. Hello. So please check out my reading, check out their readings, and then get yourself in-depth reading. So we have Fairy Tales and Cocktails, Tanya Pizzolato, Shimmering Tarot, Moima, Divine Starseed, Cosmic Empress 333, Gifted Soul 777, Carmen Alexi, your intuitive bestie, V Love and Tarot, myself, and of course Celeste Simone Tarot. And so the theme is, the reading that we're supposed to do is about blessings this Thanksgiving, or what we should be thankful for. But I'm adding my own little twist of gratitude, and my take on it is, why are people grateful for you? And it's been fun. Like, I did group one, it was a lot of fun. So we have, I'm gonna share with all this stuff. Yeah, okay. So right off the bat, I'm gonna tell you people are grateful to you because you come in where, how do I say it? No, you help them end things. I know it. It's like sort of like, I also feel like, but I also feel like there's a sense of you are a demonstration of like somebody who's been through it and has like thrived, like succeeded. Yeah, I feel like you also are a person who they're like amazed by how much all the stuff that you can take on, and and still remain standing. Like, you can take on a whole lot, and then, you know, like maybe stress and everything. You are just a force of nature, my friend. You are strong, and they're really impressed by that. They're like, wow. They're grateful because I feel like, I'm gonna say it here, a lot of them kind of like depend on you, and maybe even put a little bit of baggage on, you know, give you some weight to carry it, and you never actually say no. You just take it on with like this majestic ability, and you just, you know, you're like, oh, whatever. And while they were just really struggling with that one wand, you have 10. I'm like, they're very amazed, and I feel like they're very grateful to you for carrying their load. I'm not sure we want to continue on that pattern though. Now, I'm also seeing that the 10 of Swords here. Again, it's like the sense of like, you are just this person who is beyond like stronger. Like, the 10 of Swords here is like, you just take it on. I feel like you don't even care. In terms of like, people can, I also feel like that's something, it's like people can say anything about you, and you just like, you just brush it off, because you don't really, this isn't something about you. You don't take it to heart. You don't take it, and you don't internalize it. You're just like, you kind of turn the other cheek, and you're like, go ahead. And, you know, like, go ahead, make my day. Kind of this kind of attitude, such strength, like internal strength here. And like I said, it's sort of like you are there, like, wow. I feel like people are just really grateful because you are this person who is just like, can teach them how to be strong. There's such, oof, 5 of Pentacles. I'm actually going to say there's 2 things I want to, like, I see it as. I see that people are like grateful because when they're down, when they're going through this 5 of Pentacles, I sort of think that you're always there. Like, you extend your hand out. You have a soft spot for the underdog, if you will. If people need help, you will extend your hand. And the thing is that you don't ask for any like payback, if you will, or like, you just do it out of like, this is just something that you innately do it. You don't expect anything back from it. You just, if somebody's in need, you're there to give them help. That's what you do. That's who you are. You've been through it. You've seen it. You've gone through it. You're a lot stronger. And I'm amazed by how strong of a person you are. I'm just like, oh, I could see why people are very grateful and feel blessed to have you in their lives, or even for a moment. Because there is a sense, and you are always there. You just help others. You just naturally help, and you don't expect anything in return, which is amazing. You also have this the magician energy. You are a manifester. It's sort of like this. It's sort of like, I almost feel like people can tell you what they want, and somehow you like help them manifest it, or you teach them, but not teach them. I feel like you almost, and again, you seem to do everything behind the scenes a little bit. It's sort of like you almost like either pray or wish for them, for their dreams or whatever it is that they want to come true. I feel like you are amazing at that sense, but you never really want to be in the limelight. You never want to be up there and have people like be like, oh my goodness, we're so grateful. People are just like, but they know energetically, they know that you help them. And so I feel like that there's always this sense of gratitude, but they don't know how to express it. And that's something that I feel like, I'm gonna be gently nudging you in terms of like being open to receiving, to my friend, okay? Because you do these beautiful things, and I'm so sure that the universe wants to give you right back. And I think you do. You get, because you have that magician, so you do manifest the things that you want. But I feel like there's almost a little bit of a wall there for you and others. You help, but you always come help from a distance, or like hit in a way that people may not necessarily, you don't want that limelight. And I get it. I'm pretty much the same way too. Journey. Oh my goodness, look at this. You, whether you know or not, you kind of guide people, especially like you kind of are the oh wow, I love that. So you're the person in front that cuts across the jungle, like makes the path, the way for others. I feel that that's you. Oh, so beautiful. And it is because you have that such strength here. I love this gossip. I don't think people are in terms of like, well, I think you are the source of gossip, but not in a bad way, in like in the way that people are like admiring you. People also like would like to kind of have conversations with you. I feel like you might be really good at communicating. I almost feel like you have a very strong sense of like a cutting kind of remark way of saying things. Like you say things in a funny manner, like express yourself funny, but not like in a comical way, but in a dry kind of humor, if that makes sense. Yeah. So I don't know. I just feel like people just want to kind of sit down and just, I feel like either pick your brains or just have a conversation, just like to hear all about your life experiences. Because you have energy flow, wealth, communication. Communication, again, very strong. And wealth to me comes, like, I do really think that you have a lot of wealth coming through as well, because you have this magician energy. And I also feel like because you keep on, like, you are a natural, like, I feel like giver, helper. But again, like I said, you don't like taking credit for it. You sort of just do it from the background, grounded. And so this is actually, yes, you are grounded, but for me, it's sort of a sense of like you walk the path, my friend. Like I said, I think you've been through a lot, and sort of like group one was been through, but you've been through it, my friend. You have been through it, and yet you are grounded. You don't. It's sort of like I don't see a sense of. Like you're not an egomaniac, even though you've done a lot. You've overcome so much. You're still like just grounded. You're still you. Very something that they really do admire from you. And that's another gift. A gift of humor. Yeah, laugh at yourself, lighten your heart, let nothing steal your happiness. And that's something that I feel like that might be what it is. Let nothing steal your happiness. That is something that you live by. You let nothing, regardless of what happens, you let nothing steal your happiness. You also don't take yourself so seriously. You laugh at yourself. You have this. Look at you're just magical, my friend. And I could see why people are so like, oh, who wouldn't? I mean, come on, that is like amazing the way you like, give of yourself. I I would like to be your friend. I'm grateful that you are you. Yes, 100%. Let's see if what blessings might be coming for you for being such an awesome person, huh? What blessings is coming here for you? Blessings for the right words. Yeah, I feel like you already do 100% have that. Oh, look at this. Blessings to shield and safeguard you. So, you are 100%, and look at this, and blessings to heal all relationships, a relationship. But I feel like in general, this came out with group one too. I'm actually saying that. That's interesting here. And look at this, actually, and for those of you who are lonely, there is a blessings to ease loneliness and to bring companionship. Yeah, I feel like you're a bit of a lone wolf, though, my friend, and I get it, 100%. So blessings for the right words. And this is the hummingbird coming through here. So joy coming through. Maybe I feel like sometimes you say things. Like I said, you have a very a dry humor, which I enjoy. Blessing to heal relationships, whatever. And I feel like a relationship with, I feel like, so maybe for some of you, you've been wanting a stronger connection with somebody, and that's sort of what it's coming here. And she unsafeguard you. I feel like you're always just protected, divinely protected. And I think that is something, you may like, even though stuff happened, you still manage to get out and move forward. I think that's what it is. And so we have a blessing of expect the unexpected, and a light at the end of the tunnel. So I feel like you are, with those 10s, I would say that if you're at the end of a cycle for yourself, And so I feel like the blessings that's coming through is that there's a new very beautiful light-filled cycle, and it's sort of unexpected for some of you. So I feel like, I don't know why, but I feel for some of you it's all about love or about connections or friendships that are coming your way, my friends. So please don't forget to go check out all the other readings, and just, let them know that you stopped by from coming from my channel. I appreciate that you are here. Oh my goodness. Yeah, really. I'm so like everybody. Like the first pile was awesome. Different energy. You're awesome too. I'm like, yes, I would be grateful too. You're like the cool kid. That's so cool. All right. Anyways, thank you so much for being here and letting me read your cards. I feel honored that I was able to. Until I see you in the next one. Bye bye, my dear friends. Hello, group 3. Oh my goodness. I am so happy that you are here, my friends. I'm really enjoying this reading so far. So, but before I go on any further, let me just read to you, because this is a collaboration and I want to read all the other readers that are involved in this collaboration with me. So Fairy Tales and Cocktails, Tanya Pizzolatto, Shimmering Tarot, Moima, Divine Starseed, Cosmic Empress 333, Gifted Soul 777, Carmen Alexa, your intuitive bestie, V-Love and Tarot, myself, and Celeste Simone Tarot. So the theme for this month is blessings, that's Thanksgiving, or what should you be thankful for? But I, of course, rebel that I am, had to come up with my own theme. Actually, it's not that I was a rebel. It was more something like it just was really calling me to do this. So I'm doing, why are people grateful for you? And so I've been having fun with this one because people are awesome, by the way. So let's see what awesome qualities you have, my friend. Let's see. So we have the Queen of Swords, the Three of Swords, 9 of Wands, and the 8 of Wands. Oof. Oh boy. Okay, so what are you? Wow. I actually want to say, like, one thing I've seen is that you have definitely grown a lot from the 3 to the Queen of Swords. And so I'm going to say that people respect you and they admire you a lot, because you've gone from I feel like some like heartache or something happened to this being the Queen of Swords, like to the growth of to be who you are right now. I also feel like you are able to see things in a very different perspective than most people, and you give them that perspective because you are the Queen of Swords. And so the Queen of Swords, they're grateful for you, because I feel like you show them something when they're blind. I feel like they're blind to something. You actually are there to just be like, nope. So for example, I don't want to say, like, let's say your friend has, like they're dating somebody who you're like, you would actually point it out and say, and you would back it up with information, because that's who you are, my Queen of Swords. You also you call your friends out. You call people out on things, and they appreciate this. They do. You have a sense of also, like, you make things happen. You make things happen for a lot of different people, and I have to say, like, I feel like, even though you have this like very cool demeanor, like you might just be like, you also have this very passionate, I almost want to say friendly way of being. Somehow people are attracted to you. Yeah, it's sort of like you make things, I also want to say, like, you make time fly quickly, like in like when people are with you, you sort of, oh wow, yeah, you kind of take them in. You almost have a sort of magnetic personality where people are just taken in it, and maybe you tell stories, because I do think you're very good with storytelling and good at what I'm having trouble with is giving, like, not just telling story, but you vocalize things very well. You actually have a clear manner of speaking, and so people are just like, they can just listen to you, like they're just Wow. The Nine of Wands energy here. Oh, okay. I'm gonna say this, that you kind of like, or people are feeling down when they're like, I don't think I can do this anymore. When they want to give up, you're there. And you're like, nope, come on. You kind of pick them up. It's sort of like you use your own energy, your own thing to kind of move them forward. And so I feel like you just pick them up, right? They're like, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to quit. Like, well, you know, like their own dream. They're like, I don't want to do this. I'm going to quit my own dream, blah, blah, blah. And I feel like a lot of people complain to you, and they do it in a way because they know that you're going to be like, they're going like, come on, let's go. Let's do it. And you're there, you know, and you might be like, don't be silly. You've already worked this hard. Let's get to it. Let's finish. You're almost there. You're the Nine of Wands. Come on, just a little bit more, and boom, you're there. And so I feel like you have that ability. You just take people and you move them forward. And so they're very grateful to you for that. Overall energy, I'm just like, whew. It's similar energy to group 2, but kind of different at the same time. I like this energy. Okay. Manifestation. Okay, that's sort of like that. Family. Okay. Let's see. Oh, yep. Wisdom, devotion, justice, 100%. And then we have bridge. Okay, look at that. and there's more coming, but let me I guess. Oh, yeah, we'll do it this way. Okay, so manifestation. You have, like, this is what I'm saying here. What I think you have this way of helping people manifest. And it's a little different from group 2 because I actually think you take people and you kind of like use your own energy or your own words to kind of like go like, come on, let's go. Sort of like a cheerleader, but sometimes could just be like one of those coaches that kind of was like, come on, don't give up, you know, kind of like that. That's sort of a thing. So that's the ability. You help people manifest things. I really love that. And that's still like that cinnamon there is sort of that fiery energy coming through, and you wouldn't think it coming from a Queen of Swords. They would think that you're cool and everything, but you have this fiery side to you, which I think people enjoy. Family. They feel like it's your family, or I also feel like family is very important to you. And but do you see that it's sort of like you collect family? And like it can be friends. It's sort of like I feel like you just kind of you do like, totally again, sort of like a mother figure, but like maybe more of a matriarch than a mother figure, like a matriarch. You just kind of you make sure all like everybody's sort of like taken care of in terms of like you're there to help them with. By cheering them on, or by calling them out when they're being lazy. So a true, like a very strong personality. I love it. All right, Indigo, justice, devotion, wisdom. Yeah, very devoted. I think you're very devoted to your loved ones, like family, friends. You're 100% there. You also like, you may be very tough exterior, but inside you have such a warm heart. You're so loving. I could just feel, I'm like, wow. Yeah, people come to you for wisdom, but you're just in your statements. Like I said, you see things, like you don't turn a blind eye, like, oh, they're my, you know, like they're your friend or something, so you're not going to call them out. No, because they're your friend, you call them out on things because you don't want them to like, you're like, no, you have to be there. You hold them accountable. You hold yourself accountable, but you hold them accountable, you know, in case, because otherwise, I feel like there's no point. You're not just a yes person. You're like, you're a truthful. You're just in your analysis of things. Bridge. Oh, I love that. Again, I feel like you're a person who actually bridges different people. So your friends could just be all sorts of like, I feel like a whole diverse amount of different people. I also feel like you help people come from like their idea to their realization of it. Like I said, you help them manifest. You push them a little bit along the way when they're getting lazy or when they're feeling like they just want to give up. You just kind of go like, come come on, and you create that bridge. You also probably help them talk them through, or help them with their ideas. I really do feel like you, from the idea to the actual manifestation, you're 100% there. You're this bridging. Let's see what other stuff you have. Desire. Yeah. Okay. And so maybe for some of you, like very attractive. But what for me, it feels like that you are, like I said, there's this sense of like, yes, you have this Queen of Swords, so there's like a little bit of a cold demeanor, but at the same time, there's like this passion, and your desire is so beautiful, because it's like you actually want to help others, right? You want to help those people that you love grow, and so there's this sense of desire. You also I think you put, you know, their best interest before your own, and that's actually like, wow, like I said, very matriarch kind of energy, very beautiful. I really like this. You're so cool. Like, I like every single pile so far. Okay, sacred space. So take time for the dreams in you, find your power and stillness, and in your sacred space is this peace you seek. So you give people this sense of peace. But what I really wanted to say is, I feel like you help for the dreamer in you. I feel like you help those dreams. Like I said, you make space for their dreams, and you help them realize them. You help people realize their dreams. You help people find their power. And I feel like you give people that space and the peace. But then again, you also move them forward when they need it. And then there's always blessing and finding the truth. I feel like you, so that's a blessing that's coming for all the amazing things you do. But I also feel like, so it's the truth. I almost feel like accepting how cool you are. It's sort of like the truth. And because I think you might be a little hard on yourself. Blessings for good men and father. So maybe if you've been single, maybe somebody's coming in that's important, that's gonna love it. Blessing for unity where there were once division. And I feel like that's sort of, again, it might be for some of you, that love is coming through. And a blessing on a friendship. So friendship might be coming through here. I think there's a lot of things. Finding the truth. I feel like for some of you, I feel like there might be the truth coming from this particular person, and maybe where there was an ex. So for some of you, maybe an ex coming back, and maybe there was like a misunderstanding. It's cleared. For others of you, I don't know. New love interest coming through. Let's see what other blessings coming. Your luck will change, yeah. Positive things. You're definitely 100%. And here it is. Oh, look at this. You will gain confidence. And it's so interesting, because I actually do feel that you, even though as cool as you are, I mean, you are cool. And you have all this thing, there is a sense of like, you do lack confidence. And I feel like that's why you're blessing to find the truth. How awesome you are will help you gain that confidence. And yeah, your luck is changing 100%. Woo, very exciting, very exciting. So please, 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 please don't forget, this is a collaboration. So go check out what all the other readers, I have everything in the description down below, and go check out their readings. Take what resonates from theirs, take what resonates from mine, and you have yourself an in-depth reading. Oh, it's exciting. So cool. I'm gonna sound like a dork, be like, can we all be buddies? So yeah, let's continue on. Hello, group number 4. Oh my goodness. So this is a collaboration, my friends, and so I'm going to read out who is here with me. So we're collaborating with these amazing readers. So take what resonates from my reading, take what resonates from theirs, and have yourself an in-depth reading. So we have Fairy Tales and Cocktails, Tanya Pisalado, Shimmering Tarot, Moima, Divine Starseed, Cosmic Empress 333, Gifted Soul 777, Carmen Alexa, your intuitive bestie, V-Love and Tarot, myself, and Celeste Simone Tarot. All right. So the topic for this month's collaboration is blessing this Thanksgiving. Blessings this. or what we should be thankful for, what you should be thankful for. I, of course, being a little bit of a rebel, actually, I don't know why, I was just prompted to do this. I'm doing why are people grateful for you? Sometimes we forget why people are grateful for us. So I am excited to be doing this. I've been enjoying doing this. I can tell you right off the bat, this has been a fun reading for me. And I hope it's a fun reading for you. Okay, my friends. All right, we have, you have 2 of Swords and 2 of Wands. Well, actually, I'm like, stop the press for a little bit. I'm actually going to say that I'm going to read that a little bit intuitively here. And of course, I'll go into the stuff, but the people might be very grateful to your delicious cooking or some, I feel like some sort of like food that you make. So that might be something that we're grateful for some of you. Just wanted to put that out there. Now, 2 of Swords is sort of like, so you're a person who, how do I say this? You can see both sides of the situation. You can see the pros and cons of things. And so many people, I don't know if you noticed, lots of people probably come to you for like, should I do this or should I do that? Should I do this or that? So they come for consultations to you because I almost feel like you have this, like, you can list out like the pros and cons and be like, this is what's good about this and let's do that. Or you might even have helped them do it, but I feel like you kind of take it on yourself. And so 2 of Wands, I almost feel like this is actually quite interesting. And I love that the book, for some of you, maybe you are also an avid reader and people really admire that and really like to come to you because you have so much knowledge. But the 2 of Wands, what I'm seeing here is that you also kind of, I feel people come to you when they're at a crossroads. And so when they're at a crossroads where their heart is actually leading them towards a place, a choice that they did not themselves, that was not sort of part of their path, like their life plan, let's say. It's a path that is unknown, but that is what their heart is guiding them to. They feel like they're at that crossroads and you help them. I feel like you are a helper in guiding them in like, or supporting them as they choose the path that their heart desires that is probably not the path that they had planned out to be. Sort of, I'm seeing like you're just there and they're like, which pay? And then you're like, I don't know. You kind of just shrug and they're like, which way do you want to do? And it's like, oh, well, I really wanted to take this, but of course I'm probably going to fail or something. And then like they look at you and you're like, you shrug and stuff. And they're like, which path do you take? It's like, whatever, like your heart desires. And they're like, they sort of needed to hear that from you. And you give them that reassurance. I know that was a weird example, but that's sort of what I see. And I feel like you kind of do it in a nonchalant way, which is so cool too. You're just like, oh, you just do whatever you want. Like, it's sort of like, you're like, why are you asking me? And so, but people really appreciate it because without that kind of like, hey, like somebody telling them you could do what you want, like listen to your own heart, like follow your own dreams. Like they needed to hear that, and you're there to give them that like kind of prompt, that guidance, if you will. Even if you didn't even intend it, you're kind of like, I almost feel like you're in your own world, sort of, a lot of the time. But even so, you still help others. It's so cool. All right. So 4 of Swords. Sorry, I'm like getting giddy, but this is like a really fun reading. So now 4 of Swords is, I have like several things about. I want to say that you possibly are a healer of some kind. Probably, I want to say a distance healer, not a one that actually goes there. I almost feel like your energy is very aloof in a sense, but not in a bad way. It's sort of like, very calm and soothing, actually. So that is also another thing. I want to say that you kind of help people. You have this very calm and soothing nature, and sort of like, again, I really want to say with the 4 of Swords, sort of like your dreams, like You might even help people in their dreams as well. So subconsciously, whether you think like you have that kind of an energy here. Reminds me a lot of like Pisces energy. I would say, yeah, Pisces, Aquarius energy. For some reason, those are the ones that are coming through here. So yeah, so a lot, or maybe and Sagittarius a little bit there as well. So fascinating. So what I'm saying here is that yes, I feel like you help others. Healing 100%. I feel like you energy healing from a distance though. Like I said, very interesting, kind of like a little bit aloof, which I enjoy. Four of Swords too. It also just feels like you help people relax. I feel like like I said, they kind of come where they're maybe like with this, because the Two of Swords can feel like there are crossroads. They're like having like, oh my goodness, like almost like a lot of tension, and then they kind of have you go into you, and you're just like, just like follow your heart, whatever you want to do, just do it. And it's sort of like this, your energy around is just like very calming. It's sort of like, okay, and it gives this clarity. And with the Chariot there, it's also like you help people move forward. I really can't stress it enough. I feel like when people come to you, like whether they know it or not, they're always like at a crossroad, and you help them move forward. You clear that path for them, and you clear it so that they actually are able to follow their own desires, their own dreams, rather than being stuck in this Two of Swords energy. You help move them forward. With that Chariot, you help them move towards their dreams. So it's very cool, and I almost feel like you do it in such a cool way too. All right, let's see what other you conjure. Yeah, look at that beautiful energy. Yin yang. Look at that green, lots of green. Heart open, heart chakra very fully open. Conjuring. I see, to me, that is actually like that you have a magic to you, my friend. You have like this magic. But again, it's sort of like, and nature is very important too. I almost, I feel like, but at the same time, you're very much aloof. I do like this. Like, I don't mean it in a bad way, that aloofness. It's sort of like, it's almost like you're up in the clouds a lot of the time, and then you come down a little bit, helps, and then you kind of go back up. You have the yin yang, able to see the pros and cons, like I said, the yes or no's of a situation. You can see it. You have this ability, like you weigh things naturally. Abundance, life growth. Yeah, you help. This is sort of like what I feel like. I think you help others grow. You don't let them stay in that in between. We have interference, and then we have opportunities. Yeah. So you clear off all the opportunities. I mean, you clear off all the interference so that there is opportunities coming forward. So that's what I'm seeing here. It's sort of like, so for me, let me explain it so I can actually say it kind of properly. To me, you don't have, how do you say? You're very much a nonconformist. You kind of are a lone wolf, and you don't mind that. It's like, I wish I could. Like, I am seeing anime, and there's this like character who's just kind of like either reading or just doing their own thing, but they're always like helping somebody, like without even noticing it. They're just kind of like living their own life, la la la. But they help. They just don't notice. I can't like name the name, but it's okay. And so I feel like, when people come at them, there's always like interference. There's always like, oh, what you should be doing this, blah, 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 blah. But you're just like, you throw that all out, and you're like, oh no, look, there's opportunities to be had here. Yeah, you can see the opportunities. You kind of like get rid of all that interference, all the static from other people. You help them clear their own, you help them be okay with the decision they've already made. It's sort of like, when we have the Two of Swords, it's sort of people, we already decided, but there's interference with that decision because we're worried about what other people think or something. And you're so like, you're in your own world. You're like, cares what anybody else says? What? Other people. And so there's just a sense of like, yeah, you just clear that right up for them. So much growth. You help people so much. All right, let's see what it meant. Oh my God, I love this so much. I would do my drop if possible. So metamorphosis. Trust the process and be patient. Becoming cannot be rushed. Change is beautiful. And so you help this. You help the metamorphosis of people. You help them change. You give them a sense of patience too. It's sort of like you calm them down. But I think you also allow them to see that the change is beautiful. You're like, not everybody has to be the same. It's like nope. Conformity is no fun. So there isn't. And then look, friendship. Oh, look at that. Be with the ones who make you shine, who love you and really care. Keep those and let the others go. And so that's an important thing that also you kind of show people. That be with the ones that make you shine, and sort of like you accept them for who they are. If somebody else doesn't, if they have to conform, they're like, oh, that's just no fun. It really isn't. And so just keep those and let others go. You kind of teach them that as well. What's funny is that you're not like it's sort of like I see a lot of like that energy throughout this. It's sort of like you're not necessarily their friend in terms of like you're gonna keep that friendship going, but you allow them to grow so that they can find more of their own thrive or like their own peoples. But I feel like you are so like I just feel like you're a bit of a loner. You're a bit of you're in your own like atmosphere and your own clouds. Is kind of cool. So let's see what blessings are coming for you, my friends, from group 4. Oh, but look, you actually have friendship here twice. A blessing of friendship. So there's something right there. A blessing on relationship that just kind of keeps coming back. So we also have a blessing on relationship, a blessing of air. So for me, that's a blessing on different abundant thoughts, maybe. And a blessing on your creativity. Those are all things that are coming because of all the amazing things you do, my friends. Let's see what other blessings are coming. Yeah, you're escaping from confinement. I really feel like you are. And look, you're accepting change. Change is inevitable. And then you're tapping into your youth. Those are all gifts. I actually feel, oh my goodness, seriously, this is it. And this is what it is. You break the mold. I feel like this is I think like that's something I want to say. It's not that that is a blessing you already have. That is a blessing that you're helping others. And it's so specific and so beautifully said there. You break the mold. You break the mold and other people can follow. Love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it. I hope you like this reading. Please go check out all the other readers' readings. Take what resonates from theirs. Take what resonates in my mind. And build yourself an in-depth reading. So thank you so much for being here. I am feeling honored 100%. I was able to read your cards. You are really cool. Until I see you in the next one. Bye-bye, my dear friends.